notice your husband being super grandiose, feeling on top of everything, confidence that can crush your self-esteem, his projections, anything which he doesn't believe in himself and is thrown out onto you, then you're dealing with maybe a narcissistic husband. So what are the signs of a narcissistic husband and how to deal with a narcissistic husband? Unfortunately, narcissists are rarely seen in psychotherapy institutes. So this is a lady and I met her in therapy, and she was very scared to share because she was so dependent on him and she thought her world had come to an end. And slowly as her story started unfolding, there were so many things that had happened in their marriage which were very derogatory to her, but she wasn't even aware of it. In fact, she went on to tell me that she's a cancer survivor. And then we looked at her patterns, that what is it that keeps her in a marriage which is so unhappy. He's been gaslighting her, he's been projecting all his anger on her. She's had such a difficult marriage. Both the sons left home because of that, and they were ready to have her with them, and yet she continued this marriage. So after long conversations and therapy, she realized that she was just putting herself into so much trouble just because she wanted a marriage to work. And finally she took this call of leaving him and shifting to her sons in a different city, and that didn't bother him at all. In fact, he is completely happy. So whenever she goes back to him now, when she travels just for a day or two feeling very bad, she sees him absolutely disconnected. He says, "Oh, you're here, so good." And he goes into his room and he doesn't have time for her. So now she's just realizing that what did she do all her life? Whom was she staying with? What kind of relationship was there? So the whole thing is that when we're talking about narcissists, this is something that can be very painful because the person living with them many times is codependent. A man who's a narcissist ends up attracting a woman who is totally dependent on him, and that's how the marriage worked for so long, whether it worked or no, but they lived together. Even now she's not ready to call off the marriage, but she's moved away from him and now she's safeguarding her interests. So this is really important to understand, that you cannot change a narcissist. They don't take help. They would not be able to support their family. They're so full of themselves. 3 things to do. The first thing is educate yourself. Know about the disorder. Know what you can do, what you cannot do. Learn to accept the person as he is, understand his triggers. Second thing is safeguard your interests. Make sure you have somebody like your family members, your profession, things which you enjoy doing that will keep you afloat. And third, just to make sure that you are able to maintain a sense of balance with all that has gone into this relationship, do seek help from a professional. So as my client had that courage, she mustered the courage to move away from a marriage after 30 years, having 2 grown-up children, one of them married. I think anybody can do it. And then when she talks back, she tells me that I wish I had done it earlier. Why did I wait so long? Unfortunately, in her case, it was a transgenerational trauma. She had seen a similar relationship between her father and the mother. So just get honest to yourself, be aware, educate yourself, make sure that you do not end up suffering. So it would be painful to leave your husband at that point, but it would be a suffering if you continued that relationship. So as a professional, I just want to say this to you, that you can do it. Do not wait, because it is not something that is within your control. You've done your best and you can move on. Sometimes marriages just end like this, and you are a very precious person. You are worthy of more.